Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan. Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan. Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan. Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan.
Joshua the King came down and bore it all. Yeah, conversations front of the fireplace. All of my mistakes, how do I erase? Wanna operate at a higher pace. Birth pains causing the body to dilate. On a first name basis with the worst pain facing. Moments in isolation. See, I was hoping I would do this to get more family time. A busy mind and worried heart is just not where I reside. I subscribed that all that traveling wasn't doing well for my soul. Glad I never made it when my name went through the rumor mill. I suppose that the Lord knows I'd have failed. Instead I'm doing well at home, out my shell. Good book off the shelf, more dubs off the L's. I told Ray they ain't just gon' know us, they gon' know us well. Happy to have failed my way to success. With my family by my side, Lord knows what's next. Joshua the King came down and bore it all. I know a few things, never claimed to know it all. But I know it's off, never noticed y'all. Hit a protocol, need an overhaul. Need an overhaul, I need an overhaul. Need an overhaul, we need an overhaul. Joshua the King came down and bore it all. Conversations front of the fireplace. I know a few things, never claimed to know it all. Conversations front of the fireplace. Joshua the King came down and bore it all. Conversations front of the fireplace. I know a few things, never claimed to know it all. Conversations front of the fireplace. All that drama and hysteria should die down. If there's nothing nice to say, then baby, pipe down. Life is too short to try and pay the price now. I was walking on water and then I wiped out. So this is for the restoration of every family member that's estranged. I know you're facing the same asymptomatic patient, different virus. Hard to tell somebody they sick when they only deny it. And you confide in something personal, but they think you lying. With friends like these who need enemies, I wish I was lying. Nevertheless, I wanna be more and you less trying. Until the Lord comes back and takes his people back to Zion. Yeah. Joshua the King came down and bore it all. I know a few things, never claimed to know it all. But I know it's off, never noticed y'all. Hit a protocol, need an overhaul.
Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan. Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan. Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan. Kingstream Entertainment.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live on YouTube. If you are watching this live, let us know where you're watching this from. We're going to be checking out some of the best music you have never heard from some of the dopest artists you should be familiar with. So, before we get into that, give this video a quick thumbs up. Let us know where you're watching this from. I am very excited to be here with you guys. Those of you guys that are asking, no baby yet. No baby yet, but my wife is due on Sunday. So she thinks the baby's going to come tomorrow. I don't know when the baby's going to come. It'd be wild if it was Easter Sunday or Good Friday. So for some point, if I got to, wrap this up, don't be mad at me in case she goes into labor. So there's that. We do not know what we're having. It is a surprise. My son was also a surprise. And so, yeah, we like to do it like that. We like to mix it up. Elena from San Diego is here. We got Omarion from Dallas. We got Joseph from Texas. All right. So, guys, we do this every Friday. We've been doing it since a long time. Going way back. We review music, and now this has almost turned into more of like a, I'm going to say radio show, but almost just like the music has gotten so good. from these different artists that you should be familiar with. And so I'm gonna name some names. We got the Zoom call opened up. I got a hard out today in exactly 2 hours. There's 20 submissions, so we'll see if we can rock out all 20 submissions. So if I say your name, throw your hand up so I could easily find you. Also, if you're in a Zoom call, make sure your name in Zoom is the same as your name on Patreon. Help me out a lot. So we got Lath is not here. Noe, Cusham, Wes Harris, and Proddy the Prodigal, and Phil Evans. So if I said your name, throw your hand up for me real quick. That would be incredible. Houston, Texas in the house. Okay, we showing love from the UK. YOLO. All right. I like it. I can tell YouTube is playing with the notification bell, but that's all right. You guys will come in when you're ready to come in. So let me get this all situated. By the way, I did a really cool series with Stephanie from Wine and Chill. She is a lawyer, started as an entertainment lawyer, and we just had our first video drop today about goofy record contracts, and she talked a little bit about Kanye's record contract and just how the music industry is set up. So if you are an artist, I do recommend you go check that out. We got the Bay Area in the house, Robinson, Texas. Brittany, what's up, Brittany? We got a lot of folks from Texas. Cooperstown, New York. Scintillated? I don't know what scintillated means. Love, Proddy, West Midlands. That's what's up. All right, so we got Phil is here. I'm gonna pin you up here in just a sec, Phil. If you want to turn your camera on for me, boss, that would be fantastical. We just cracked, or we're about to crack 72,000 subscribers. Guys, keep yourself muted, please, if you can. And Phil, do me a solid and turn your camera on, if you would. There we go, my man Phil. All right, I'm gonna pin you up, Phil. When you guys come into Zoom, if you could try to be in a quiet, stationary environment, where you're not moving and you're not like doing a lot of other stuff, that would help me out a ton. So like my man Jay Parker's killing it. This man got a YouTube set. He looked like he ready to go. So let's see. So we got Lath, Noe, Cusham, Wes Harris, Proddy, Harrison, Animo Del Rey, Neems, Louis on 10. All right. So Phil, are you good to go, man? Are you settled in? Settled down? I know you're moving around. I just want to make sure I got you locked in.
Yeah, I'm good. I was with my wife. I'll give my son a bath, bro.
Okay.
It's been crazy.
You want me to come back to you? I'd come back to you if you want.
No, I'm good now.
Okay, cool. We're going to jump into your record right now. This is called The Plan. Let's check you out.
The fuck he never finds the killing that he needs. Overlooked and rarely ever seen as a threat to be the king. The disrespect will cut him deep till his rage is finally flammable. Tension in his mandible, feeling like a cannibal. This kid is such an animal, free from his cage. All them days of feeling played, got his heart cold as ever. No one left for him to save. Despite a valiant effort, he broke from all the pressure. Now his heart flows freely. This feeling is redeeming. Killing, baby, I'm the man. Lead the world, I get to be me. Oh girl, won't get a chance. I got a woman that can see the inherent worth inside of me. Always dying finally. Only God can stop me, and he's for me undeniably. Yet they keep on trying me. I'ma kill the game and watch them all fight to take my seat. No weapons ever prospering. Yeah, y'all don't understand, y'all don't understand. It's always been the plan, always been the plan. Y'all don't understand, y'all don't understand. It's always been the plan, always been the plan. Yeah, up in arms with the laziness, no fakes in my radius. Cool with being me, I refuse to hide my alias. Leave my fam and chase my dreams and do it simultaneous. I learned the laws are like a catapult to find your way in this rat race. This life is fast paced, don't let your time waste. You got grace, so if you got faith, then trust in God, then you got a identity to live from and not work for. You were made to be like way more than you ever give yourself credit for. I really like that, I'm really nice, yeah. Y'all steady talking, I just understand me. What? Y'all don't understand, y'all don't understand.
All right, yo, Phil, thank you so much for your submission. Okay, tell me this: who produced the record?
I produced it, bro.
Got you. Okay, so I like your tone, and I think your verses are very strong. You as a rapper is really, 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 really dope. I think where, to me, this is lacking a little bit is in the production quality, specifically with the type of kick you used. The 808 sounded like it could have even been a slightly out of tune in just a style of 808 or whatever that bass sound is. I think you crushed it on the... You as a rapper is really dope. Like your tone, your lyrics are really dope. The production, I think, needs work. And specifically the hook also felt a little dated to me. Like it reminded me of kind of like the Kendrick Lamar swimming pool vibes with the chopped and screwed thing. I think you could have came with a stronger hook instead of that chopped and screwed hook. So my advice would be tidy up the production, like immerse yourself in modern music so that you're using modern kick sounds, modern 808s, modern mixing elements, and approach that side of it a bit more intentionally. I think as a rapper, you're solid. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna screw it up as a rapper. The thing is gonna be becoming a great song maker, and that's much more than just rapping. That's the production. That's the production, the sound selection, the hook writing, all those different things. And so it's like rapping wise, this is really solid. As a song, I think this could get some improvement in it. And so start with just your drum sounds. I would just literally focus on your drum sounds. And I love Produced by 1995. Kicks and his drum sounds are usually fire. So that would be my that would be my advice.
Bet that, bro. Appreciate the feedback, man.
Yeah, man.
That's what I've been looking for, because I can rap all day. It's just I've been trying to learn the production side, so that's right in line where I'm at, man. Appreciate it.
All right, brother. Appreciate you, man. All right, guys. That's Phil. Let's see. We got Wes Harrison. Wes, are you in here, boss? I don't know what Wes is in here, but I don't know if you guys. Oh yeah, I see you, boss. All right, I'm gonna pin you up. Give me 1 second. Keep yourself muted for now. Shout out to Wes, and then after Wes, we got Prodi the Prodigal, Harrison, Anemo Del Rey, Neems, Louis on 10, Trutha, I Am Rescued. So if I said your name, do me a solid and hit participants and throw your hand up. All right, here we go. Oh, we got a little visual. I like
the Holy
this.
Ghost right now. I promise you.
I know sunshine comes after rain, and I know you're working even though I feel pain, 'cause you got me,
Hey, that's Christian Paul. That's the homie.
Yeah, you got me,
Yeah.
even through darkness.
I battle my own thoughts, mine's at war. Trying to hold on what I'm fighting for. When I'm inside a storm, I play mine, of course. Inside the water, trying to find my shore. Yeah, God hit my line and I told him I got it. Told me stop stressing, just stay in my He told me stop stressing, just stay in my pocket. God played the plug, played my role like a socket. You ever had a day where it's hard to pray? Mustered up strength, trying to guard your faith. I need God today, and the same for the rest of them. Even through the storm, I'ma still get rest from it. 40 days, 40 nights, know a test coming. I look fear into the eyes, get the best from it. Rain on my window pane, I know He's good even through my pain. Yeah.
I know sunshine comes after rain, and I know you're working even though I feel pain, 'cause you got me, it's a promise. You got me, even through darkness. Still got it, hey. Still got joy on a dark day. Still got it, hey. Life gets hard, but I got faith, 'cause you got me, that's a promise.
Come on.
Yeah, you got me, even through darkness.
What kind of music is church music? Because it got the Holy Ghost in it. Promises, promises.
This is dope.
Promises, promises. They never end. I seen hard days, I seen dark days. He never parted ways, my God parts the ways.
Yeah, steadfast through the mayhem. Kept His word, yes and amen. Yeah, hey, rain on my window pane. I know He's good even through my pain. Talk to Him.
Working when I'm sleeping, that's when you'll do it for me. Gracious when I'm tripping, know your love has set me free.
Sometimes I can't see it, how you always make a way. No matter the season, Lord, your promises remain.
I know sunshine comes after rain, and I know you're working even though I feel pain. 'Cause you got me, it's a problem. You got me, even through darkness. Still got it, oh, still got joy on a dark day. Still got it, oh, life gets hard but I got faith. You got me, it's a promise. You got me, even through darkness.
Yo, Wes, this is fire, man. I think you did a fantastic job of putting this together. I love the vibe of the song, the production, your raps. I love Christian Paul on it. I love the little voices on it. I love the little vocal chops. I think this is really well done. So kudos to you for pulling this off. A couple elements I wasn't a big fan of, not because of not because of anything particular, just more so like it was a very ambitious effort to go for something this big. So it almost it almost went from like, yo, this is a vibe, Christian Paul is killing, you're killing, the beat is crazy, visual sick, and then it like almost turns into like some like We Are the World vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like with a lot of different voices and choirs and the thing with that is when you incorporate just more colors and instruments, it becomes more and more difficult to pull it off because now you're throwing more variables. And so like some of the choir parts sounded a little muddy. Some of the lower register tones in the choir didn't sound as clean. Those notes sounded a bit like they needed some pitch correction. The girl was cool. She could have been better, in my opinion. Like, because you and Christian delivered at such a dope level that some of the other singing just wasn't that great. The brother that comes in at like 217, cool, but like I didn't really understand the point of some of the other features on there. You know what I mean? It almost seemed like this was like you guys were all launching a young adults ministry, and this was like the announcement song or something. You know what I mean? Like, or this is like choir coming to the new church with a rapper, and here is the promo to get people signed up for it. Like that's where it went to. And so, yeah, I think in that sometimes less is more. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes less is more. I think you and Christian delivered at such a great level that I think the other people could have just been kind of more of that ambiance and that background, and not like everybody got a solo all of a sudden. You know what I mean? And it's like, whoa, we about to have a praise dancer, and is there going to be some? Is there going to be a mime? Is there going to be a spoken word poet? Like, where's this going? Right. So that would be my only thing is like, bro, you're already doing it at a great level. I think less is more until you have access to everybody at the caliber that Christian is at. When you have singers at that, because Christian, I mean, the dude's a professional. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so now when you have everybody's a professional, then you can pull that stuff. And then the mixer is a professional, because you can't just throw choir parts like that together and think they're gonna sound fire. Like, you gotta really be intentional about like I've never done choirs, because I know that when I've tried them, they're a pain in the butt. They're a pain in the butt to mix. They're a pain in the butt to pitch correct. And I have records where I've attempted that and literally just got stuck and was like, I don't know. I got to find someone that can do that right. You know. So yeah, man. So just just know with like, sometimes being aspirational is great. Other times, it would be like me trying to make like a feature film right now because I got a poppin' YouTube page. Like, could I try? Yeah. But is it going to be to the level of a real indie feature film? No, I'm not there just yet. But that doesn't mean I shouldn't try. I just also should know when to scale back and just kind of stay in the pocket that I'm good at. You're really good at rapping. You're really good at picking up productions, arranging, pulling off this video, getting Christian on a song. You're good at a lot of things. So that would really be my only critique. And it's a very minor critique in the grand scheme of the entire conversation. But this is what I'm trying to say. This song at 2 minutes and 16 seconds is going to drive the replay value and the streams way harder than this song at 3.5 minutes. You got a minute and a half of fat on there, and it doesn't destroy the song from a playlisting standpoint. Because you got to think about it this way. Spotify is looking at click-through rate Are you adding the song to the playlist? Are you skipping the song? Are you running the song back? It's literally all automated. So I mean, there's no curation happening like there was 5 years ago. So if somebody's listening to this and they get to the 3.5 or the 2.5 moment mark, and there's all these like weird colors, and they skip the song, you're gonna get slayed in that algorithm. You know what I mean? So it's almost better to come with a strong 2 minutes and make me go, what was that? I gotta run this joint back. Holy smokes. And I play the song 10 times, than to give me 3.5 minutes where a minute of it is like, it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool, but it's not great. That would be my, that would really be my only, because I want you to think algorithms. I want you to think click through. I want you to think retention. Attention retention is the name of the game right now. If you cut through and actually get eyeballs and get ears, you got to retain the attention, or it'll destroy you in the algorithm. They'll look, they know. Like, my videos that don't do well are videos that people don't finish. My videos that do well are videos that people finish, and my music is the same way. So those are just from an algorithmic standpoint, and it's easier. It's actually easier because now you don't got to make a 3.5 minute song. Just make me a fire 2 minute song. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. It's an honor. Thank you, man.
Yeah, man. Great job, though, bro. You pulled off something special. I can't wait to hear more stuff from you.
Appreciate that. Means
all right,
so
brother.
much.
That's Wes Harris, ladies and gentlemen. Check him out. All right, let's see. Who else we got? We got we did Phil, Harrison. Let me go to Harrison Kramer. Harrison, turn your camera on. My man Harrison got his camera on. Yeah, guys, the more you immerse yourself into the Spotify algorithm, into YouTube algorithms, any platform really just wants to keep us on the platform. That's the objective. So what Spotify doesn't want is somebody to go on Spotify and then click out of Spotify and go watch a Ruslan video. What YouTube doesn't want is for somebody to click out of my video and go on Spotify. That's like the opposite of what they want. These platforms want people to stay on the platform. If you keep making content and making music that keeps people on the platform, longer on the platform, they will reward you by pushing your stuff up the platform and up the algorithm, because they say, oh, when people watch Ruslan videos, they'll watch a Ruslan video, then they'll go watch 2 or 3 other Ruslan videos, then they'll go watch a Mike Winger video, then they'll end up on a John McCrae video, then they'll end up on some random Christian song, and it all compounds. So then the person that was at the top of that, actually, the top of that food chain, gets rewarded, meaning they track who comes when from what source, right? And Spotify is the same thing. So if you listen to one of my songs, rewind it back, then you go down a rabbit hole of listening to a bunch of related artists, Spotify tracks all of that and rewards the people that keep them on the platform longer, because that's what they want. And that may sound like ethically conflicting to you, like, oh, that's messed. Well, I mean, that's the name of the game. And this is way better than trying to, you know what I'm saying, sell records with 2 good songs and 15 duds that sounded like trash. And that's what it was 15 years ago, you know? So anyway, Harrison, thank you for being here. Let's check you out, boss. 10 seconds.
Take me by the hand, I'm about to bring you deeper. We can dive into the coral reef, might see aquatic creatures. In this life, you're gonna reach a point where you need to make some moves that are gonna expose your views and show them who's your teacher. Y'all can see when I met Jesus, yeah, he became my friend. Must have been around 8 or 10, heard that he paid my sins. But now that I'm in my 20s, sometimes it seems I misjudge just how extreme it gets. My Christian fam, what I mean is this: Scripture makes some crazy claims. Said you really with it, are you sure that you're gonna stand by every single poor little rising thing that's in the word? Some are gonna call it fairy tale, some are gonna say it's just absurd. If you wanna think it's very real, you nothing but a closed-minded piece of work. To believe that with your whole heart, they gonna get their hammers. They don't believe that God is real, let alone a God who's got these standards. They say that's us for the past, your mind must be a little hazy. Well, go get my psychiatrist, cause y'all gon' think I'm crazy.
I took a deep breath so that I could find the treasures I believe in. I don't live inside my mind, I'm beyond reason.
Yeah, psych evaluation. Me by the hand.
Harrison, bro, I think you're getting substantially better as a rapper. Your tone and stuff is getting really cleaner. It reminds me of some early Macklemore stuff, and I mean that as a compliment. I know some people were like, Macklemore's cringe. I think what Macklemore was doing was really cool when he first came out. And so I hear some of those similar things in your tone. And so I think that's really dope, and the cadences are similar. So keep practicing, keep recording yourself. I think what I would also do is, I don't know who's producing this stuff or who's mixing this stuff. Are you doing all this yourself?
This one I produced and mixed.
Okay.
Well, the mixing isn't quite there yet.
Yeah.
But I produced it.
So rule of thumb, from a production standpoint, lean into stuff like Splice to get access to better sounds, better loops, better breaks, while you're still developing your ear for sound selection. So like I wasn't the biggest fan of like the kick on there, the snare on there. Some of it sounded really amateurish in the sound selection. So don't be afraid to use a loop from Splice to build your framework on, and to listen to like what stuff that's popular on there, incorporate it, recreate it, chop it up. I think that's actually a good way to learn production. So I would lean into stuff like Splice. And then if you're going to have singers on stuff, just know that you're dealing with people who aren't accustomed to singing in studios. So you're gonna have to go the extra mile to learn stuff like Melodyne, to lean into the technology. Someone like this, like I remember when I was recording a lot, I would always have folks that were like, yo, I had so-and-so is the homegirl and she sings on the worship team. And she has a great voice live, but a great voice live doesn't translate to a good studio voice. And so you're going to be nervous. The microphone's going to sound different. There's so many different variables. So that means if you're driving this, you got to lean in and check out a program like Melodyne and learn how to pitch correct somebody's voice. Learn how are vocals recorded today. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is the singing? How far away from the mic is someone like this? What kind of mic are they singing on, right? What is the room? What kind of stuff do they have on the room? So all of those different things, I say, start immersing yourself and learning a bit more on the technical side. And it's not that complicated. Like, it sounds overwhelming, but it's really not. It's just information and application, you know? So that would be my advice, man. I think you're growing as a rapper. Keep doing whatever you're doing. Keep being intentional about your delivery, your tone, and then step up some of the other tech stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Great stuff, bro. I'm proud of the growth that you have. I think you're doing a great job. All right, guys. That's Harrison. Next up, we got the homie Louis on 10. Well, he was here. There he is. Louis on 10. Let me get you pinned up. Boss, you can keep yourself muted. My man Louis on 10 been coming with it in terms of the submissions as of late. So I am excited to hear what he got for us today. And then after Louis on 10, we got I Am Rescued and Neems. Got the opening shot with the Jordan 11s.
I'm sorry, baby, I had to do it to him. Word to my haters, let them know I'm here. I heard them disses, I made them disses all disappear. You talking crazy, such a difference when I'm right here. That's why I'm keeping my distance before I act out of character. Always knew to be conscious that I was black in America. Back to my narrative, R.I.P. to my cousin Jay. Taught me a lot of things, gave me a lot of game. My heart ain't gonna be the same. I pray to stay unashamed, I prayed in Jesus' name. Hold my bro in heaven looking down like he proud of me. We hadn't even talked for a little minute. I was out of reach, trying to get that money green. Jeans are rollies on my wrist, shooting shots like I'm Kareem. Put that focus on my team. Every day I pray that I'm forgiven for my sins. Far from perfect, my ambition, my ammunition. Soul searching, can't lose it for recognition. So no gimmicks, flow sick like pandemics. Paramedics, IVs, and top clinics. Sun spitting, they listen, and bars hitting. If God in your team, you're winning in every season. Like Michael Jordan, fourth quarter with Scottie Pippen. Hated or love it, the underdog, God-driven. Role model, play the role with no audition. Dark times had me switching to night vision. Premonitions, saw my future in repetition. I was in the trenches, the pressure turned me to vicious. Now every word is hurting my opposition. Ask me how I'm feeling, I feel like I made $1 million. Ask me why I do it, the reason deeper than digits.
minutes turn to hours. I'm putting work in the kitchen and benefiting from days I trusted my intuition. We just getting started, a revolution I televise. We just getting started, a revolution I televise.
Yo, Louis on 10, bro. Okay, first of all, you got a great ear for beats. I remember your first submission. The production was really good on it as well, and so you got a very dope ear for the type of beats that you pick.
Thank you.
So kudos to you for that.
Thank you.
I think this is generally speaking, the bars, the production as a record, this is dope. I think what I'm gathering. Well, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Did you read this off your phone?
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't really read the phone.
Okay.
I have it in a place whereby I can see what I'm saying, but I usually have worked on it so much, it usually it's just me.
Okay. Are you one taking this?
No.
How often are you?
Like,
How often are you punching?
A few more takes here and there, and patching it up in places like, let's say, when the breath is not right or when it doesn't sound right, I have to redo some stuff. So yeah.
Okay. I feel like this is my assessment of where you're at. I feel like you're a dude with a naturally dope voice, natural good writing ability, and and you're the guy that like 8th and 9th grade was like really nice at basketball, but because you were really nice at basketball, you didn't go the extra mile to really become great at basketball. And so you're naturally nice, but I want to figure out what can Louis on 10 do to be great? Like, what are those, right? So there's a difference between being like genetically gifted with a fire voice, genetically tall, genetically quick. My nephew, Samaje, he's in 10th grade, 6'4", 6'4.5", almost 6'5",
Wow.
160, but I can't get him to eat right. I can't get him to train. I can't get him to pull up and practice. And so because he's naturally tall and he's naturally gifted, sometimes the folks that are the most naturally talented don't always have the deepest grind to greatness. And so I want you to consider, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Yes, sir.
But because you're talented, if you can really work hard, and I mean really consider all the variables that makes a great record. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
The delivery, the tone, the passion, the song structure, the hooks, all these different things. I think you have the potential of actually being really, really, really good, potentially being great. And that's what I want to see. I think you can be great, but I think you got to start making some more deliberate decisions in maybe adding a bit more passion to your voice. Maybe restructuring the song so it's not just you rapping for two minutes and then giving me like one line you repeat. You know what I'm saying?
What initially I was planning for this, because it was my first video, it was because I do have other songs where I structure the songs better, and this song was a little bit more personal because my cousin just died. So I walked into the booth and I was just like venting most of the time, and so that's kind of the emotion I gave. But I see what you're saying, and that's exactly what I've been working on my other songs.
Dope.
But because this was my first video, I was just trying to make sure that I just keep it as raw as possible, and just start from there and then just keep on building.
Got you. Yeah, and that's what I want to see. I'm excited to see you keep on building. I'm excited to see the song structure a bit more focused, the delivery a bit more passionate. I feel like that would be my advice to you. I think you have the raw elements, but again, the kids that were the nicest in basketball in 8th and 9th grade didn't make it to varsity level. You know what I'm saying? Or college level or D1. And so it's a combination. It's a combination of natural talent and work ethic. So that would be my advice, man. But I think you got a lot of really good stuff going for you, bro. So kudos to you. I love your rapping, man. Great job.
Thank you so much.
It's Louis on 10, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we got who just pulled up? I think Cusham just pulled up. So I'm coming back to the homie Cusham. Louis on 10 is, man, that dude got a fire voice, bro. All right, let me get you pulled up, Cusham. Give me 1 sec, boss. All right, boom.
They could never stop me on my worst day. No, they gonna love you on your best day.
Yeesh.
I've been trying to learn to love them in the best way. Gotta love you for you love them in the best way. Everybody only wanna show their best side. Don't wanna be rejected or be less liked.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to lead the best life.
Yeah.
And homie, I've been going by a landslide. Gotta get it right. Gotta get it right. Get ready to go when the mask on. They heard it with the mask on. Grin now, don't grin now. We all call to the best life. Few worlds apart, but we get right.
Yo, that's Cusham. We lost him. I don't know what happened to this man. Yeah, but shout out to Cusham. This man's fire, bro. This he be producing all that, mixing it. He does everything. Whew. Yikes. I got nothing else for him. Just bomb drop, the whole 9. Shout out to Cusham, bro. He's nice. He's nice. Yeah, and then a good use of auto-tune. Good call on your part, Aaron. I think definitely a good use of auto-tune. A very tasteful use of auto-tune with the way that was layered with the effects. So I got nothing for him, man. All right, let me get the homie Prodigal to turn on his camera. Proddy the Prodigal. And we're going to get into his stuff after Proddy. We got I Am Rescued. I Am Rescued always coming with heat. Oh, Neems. Excuse me. Proddy the Prodigal, Neems. And then, yeah. You want me to come back to you, boss? If you're like at the grocery store moving around. I'm trying to get people to settle in when we do these so that there's not like a bunch of stuff happening. I don't know. I can't see what you're at. So you moving. Let me see.
Nah, I'm good to go, Ru. I'm at the church. We just setting up for Sunday. That's all.
All right, for sure. All right, Proddy the Prodigal. Here we go. Him and Abel. My dad made this beat.
No Philly in the building. You already know what it is. Let's go.
Hey, Jesus gave me wisdom way beyond my years.
Satan gave me insecurities and fear.
Play this record as frequently as
Yo, Jesus gave me wisdom way beyond my years. If the talk is negative, it's way beyond my ears.
Come on.
Take the thoughts and sever them until the mind is clear. When I submit and I'm obedient, he make them disappear. He
Let's
gave
go.
me wisdom way beyond my years. If the talk is negative, it's way beyond my ears. Take the thoughts and sever them until the mind is clear. When I submit and I'm obedient, he make them disappear. Look, let somebody say freedom is coming. What you mean? Jesus ain't liberate people from nothing. Look, it already came. Arms wide, they let him hang. World never been the same. Our king, we let him rain. Let it rain, and let it pour too. You wanna pay what you owe, brother, but you too poor too. Nobody gonna pay it for you, they can't afford to. Only the truth, and if you like, I can show you what this sword do. 1 cut, 2 cut, heart and in his soul. He can't fill you with the new until he's taking out the old, boy. In his stomach, the Pillsbury. Dope, boy, addiction through the roof, it's getting out of control. Boy, feel the pressure, gotta stay calm. Against odds, oh Father God, let you fight for like a napalm. It's important that we equip when the fight's on. These silly boys with that corner weapons try to slap box with a python.
Hold on, we gotta bring that back. He said, okay, hold on. He said these silly boys trying to slap box with a python. Woo!
Like a napalm. It's important that we equip when the fight's on. These silly boys with that corner weapons try to slap box with a python. Jesus gave me wisdom way beyond my years.
Wow.
Satan gave me insecurities and fear.
Yep.
Satan gave me Insecurities and fears, so much ruckus all around me. In the darkness I spent years. Twisted prophecy, he lied to me, try to make me disappear. Jesus turned my morning into dancing, sentence in the chair. At the heart of a servant, been watched by the king. Beware the serpent, use discernment to uncover the schemes. Boy, you got purpose. Find it, own it, hold it, kill it, crush the moment. Scream like never stop it, slow it, go full throttle, go extreme. All praise the name of Jesus. It's also when Satan hates you. The results of staying faithful through it all, remaining grateful. On the mic, I'm lethal, do damage, able. Bring conviction with precision, the sauce is a playful. Flow so surgical, I can show you what this blade do. 3 cut, 4 cut, Satan, I fillet you. Leave you swimming with the fishes. Got a seat at my father's table, but I gladly do the dishes. Take out the garbage, tenderize the flesh with the hardest. Eyes on the target, Lord, give me the will to fight like a Spartan. No Leonidas, Jesus, he unites us. I'm punching Lucy in the islands if you wanna try us.
Jesus gave me wisdom way beyond my years.
Satan gave me insecurities and fear.
Yo, bro, that joint is crazy, man. When is this out? When does this come out?
Nah, we don't have a release date for it yet.
Y'all need a visual to this, man. Y'all need a TikTok challenge, a visual, IG reels. Don't play around with this one, bro. I don't want to see no lackluster. It just pop up on Spotify one day, like.
Yeah.
Roll that out correctly.
We're trying to figure out like a marketing strategy for the release. You know what I mean?
Dope.
So yeah, man, just trying to get it.
I love it. Y'all killing it, bro. That joint is crazy.
Appreciate it, man.
Incredible. Guys, that's Prodigy the Prodigal and the homie Abel, produced by Prodigy the Prodigal, which is nuts. You have this really cool bounce in your beats, bro, that is very modern, but allows for that boom bap BPM. I don't do a lot of features or even use a lot of producers just because I don't like all the modern BPMs with like I'm not a fan of that tempo and that bounce. So you got this really cool pocket at like, I think that's like 82, 81, 82, 83 BPM.
That one actually is
a little faster.
A little faster.
Oh, yeah.
Probably like 92.
90, okay, so that's what, okay, yeah. So that bounce is a really dope bounce. It reminds me of Vinyls and 40. There's a Vinyls and 40 beat. I can't think of what it is. By J. Cole. Hands in the air. Hit your hands.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that bounce a little bit. Y'all remember that? What is that record called? Tale of Two Cities. Similar bounce.
That beat is sick.
Yeah, similar bounce in terms of the structure of the drums. I actually prefer yours, honestly. But yeah, man, great job, bro. Killer job. Y'all killing it, bro. I can't wait for this to come out.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, Ruslan.
All right, brother. I'm going to let you go. Remind me when this comes out so I can share it. If you don't see me sharing it, just remind me to.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, brother. Guys, that's Prodigy the Prodigal and Abel. Next up, we got the homie Neems. If Neems, you could turn your camera on. And then right after Neems, we go into my brother Trutha and I Am Rescued. So do turn your cameras on. If you're watching this live and you aren't subscribed, stop playing yourself. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. 51% of the folks watching this channel are not subscribed. So let's not do that to me. We're about to crack 72,000 right now. Like in the next, let's see how many subscribers. We need 45 subscribers. So make sure you're subscribed for me if you're watching this. We might crack 72,000 right now. I said 72,000 right now if y'all subscribe. So anyway, we got the homie Neems. Let's jump into it. This is dope. Yeah, man. I love this beat, bro. I love you mixing sounds. I love just the textures. The drums are fire, slapping. I think everything about this is dope. Only minor critique, man, is don't be afraid to lean into that low pass filter and throw it on at certain parts, especially if an instrument doesn't sound as natural as you would like it to. Don't be afraid to just throw that low pass on. Like that vocal comes in at about 1:20. Like that could have been really cool with having like a low pass on that vocal and making it almost sound underwater and then pushing it up. You know what I mean? So let me see if I find the exact vocal for you. That, like that could have been really cool with like underwater, like really cut everything off the highs, like everything above 300 or 250. You know what I'm saying? And then push.
Yeah, for like that section. Just
for that section and push it up. Yeah, and then push it up so it's more present, but it'll create this cool like underwater effect. So, yeah, I think it's a fire effect, and it's a great way to like take a sequence and break it up, and then also give the rapper imagination to where his vocal could sit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Great job, bro. You've been killing it, man. Your beats is like 180, completely different and way more high quality. So kudos to you, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate the feedback.
Yeah, brother. That's Neems, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, we got my brother Truther, and then right after Truther, we got I Am Rescued. I think if he's ready to go. He look like he's moving around too. But let me go to Truther Raps.
Aggressive with the message when I finesse. Yeah. Been trying to be a blessing since adolescence. Yeah. Been trying to serve the master with all my messes. And kicking it cause I'm messy, but always getting contested. Yeah. Major goals, but I stay composed. Should I win souls and sit back and just play my role? Yep. How you stand for truth when you just standing on tippy toes? Yep. Dodging the minutes with no blemish to panic. Man, I'ma get it until it's finished. They call me cataclysmic. I spawn back to finish the mission. That's repetition. Y'all fall back to religion. I'm changing that definition. Okay. Don't call back with the drawbacks. I won't check my mentions. Better listen. I was fighting the monsters. Incorporated with Christ. They no imposters. Never vote for the sponsors. It's Mr. Truth in the building. I love the feeling. Phenomenal with the words of healing, but it's Lord willing.
Gotta keep my eyes on the Lord, bro. Never gonna bluff with the sword, though. Speak truth, never fold, going in, baby. We win in the end, so we grind daily. Come on. Gotta keep my eyes on the Lord, bro. Never gonna bluff with the sword, though. Speak truth, never fold, going in, baby. We win in the end, so we grind daily.
I'm built for it tough, you gon' fold what? My own man, my own moves, you control what? A lot of people think that they know us. We bring that energy back around, they never show up. North Philly in the building, protected by the Christ, bro, I'm chillin'. Held my head up so tall that I haven't reached my ceiling. If Christ ain't the vibe in your eyes, I'm a villain. Cool, and we can clash if we right, and knowing I get the cracking like Wrath of the Titans. Any plan to kill my faith, you can rip that. No, I get the cooking Rick Baylor, so we can skip that. A fighter, I had to learn from the fall. The art is my passion, but I had to yearn for the call. The Father's calling. If you don't run, you better crawl. No debatables when you dive. You burned and you lost. It's cute.
Gotta keep my eyes on the Lord, bro. Never gonna bluff with the sword, though. Speak truth, never fold, going in, baby. We win in the end, so we grind daily. Come on. Gotta keep my eyes on the Lord, bro. Never gonna bluff with the sword, though. Speak truth, never fold, going in, baby. We win in the end, so we grind daily.
Yeah, man. Yo, by far the strongest thing I've ever heard from you, bro. I would consider pivoting and going this route more. It just feels more congruent to what you're doing. I mean, not to say what you were doing before was whack. You just sound way more natural and comfortable over this BPM with this flow, these cadences. I feel like it allows you to articulate your thoughts cleaner. You know what I'm saying? I really like it, bro. I really like it.
Bro, that's crazy.
Who's on the hook and who knew? Because New Tone, one of these brothers did the record with Prodi, but I don't know who's who. The verse.
Oh, New Tone is on the hook.
New Tone is on the hook. So K Flow did the record with Prodi on. He did a verse on one of Prodi's songs. Champs, yeah, bro. I mess with it. I've never heard of New Tone, but yeah, K Flow I heard on that record. And I like it, man. I think it's really good. So yeah, I would really consider pivoting and going in this direction. Who produced this?
Oh, that's my bro YJ. He produced all my stuff. But yeah, it's crazy because like you 100% right when you say it's more congruent. This is actually the type of stuff I like, but it never was like something I actually got to like, I guess, a skill level to where I was confident in it. So I went a different direction. But like I've been going back to like these type of fields and like I'm actually liking it. Like, and everybody been saying the same thing. So
yeah, man. I mean, you just got to think about it. One, from a scarcity standpoint, there's less of this out there, especially less of this out there that's good. One, because some of the stuff that's out there is cool, but it sounds mad dated. Two, you got to factor in that if you do the modern stuff, can you do it at the level that your contemporaries can do it? Can you do it at the level that 1K Few can do it, the level that RG can do it, the level that Wande can do it, the level that, you know what I'm saying? Those kids can make really wavy music, and I don't want to compete on their playing field. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that's their name and their, so I'm not gonna go down that road. And there's some guys like Joey Vontaze that can kind of do both. Like he get bars off and he could do that melody stuff. But I think it becomes very difficult to build an audience when you just jump around and you do a whole bunch of different colors and textures in terms of your music. So I would really consider doubling down, bro, and like going all in on this.
Yeah, that was gonna be my question. So I appreciate you actually answered it. But yeah, because that's the struggle for me. Because like I like both, but this came out so well, and I'm like, bro, like this is a lot. The word congruent is exactly what come to mind. Like this is the type of stuff that I prefer to like do, but I also enjoy the other stuff. So I'm trying to find a way. I wanted to mix the two together, but I never had success in mixing them. So I'm like, that's where I get torn at. But now that's really helpful. Was the beat good?
The beat was great. That bounce, the swing of the beat was great. Okay. Like I love how the kick wasn't auto-tuned. I mean, auto-tuned, quantized.
Auto-tuned.
Yeah, same difference, right? Like the quantized on the drums, the auto-tune on the drums. Yeah, the swing on it was crazy. The sound selection on the drums were great. Yeah, man, I like it. So doing both, in my opinion, would be like mastering one. And then doing both would look like something like what Pusha T does, where he'll have like the dream on his hook, you know what I'm saying? And then have and then do what he does on the verses. And he's not changing up. He's not rapping with auto-tune and doing all this weird stuff. He's just doing what he's doing. So to me, I mean, Jay-Z has done some of this over the years. That's or like what Kendrick does. You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick went both on Damn, in terms of like more of the commercial stuff, but he gave you 3-4 albums of like really, really, like Section 80 was really gritty. You know, the record after that, Good Kid, Mad City,
Pimp a Butterfly. Yeah.
Then Pimp a Butterfly was really soulful and organic, and then on Damn he finally took you down this like really commercial route. And even that wasn't like super duper wavy auto-tune commercial, even though he had some of those elements on there. So I think there's a way to do both, man. I think there's a way to do both, but I would say start with what you're strongest at. Don't start with what's trendy, because you may not be as good at what's trendy, and it may not. If it's not true to you, like for me, here's how I'll break it down. For me, I know that I could, from a sync standpoint, like trying to compete on Music Bed, I could make a bunch of anthem type records, right? Like big stadium records for sports stuff. I could do that, but it would be harder for me to do it. I wouldn't sound as confident doing it. And I rather just save those records and create moments where maybe I do a record like that with someone that does records like that. Maybe I do a record like that with a KB, and that's his entire catalog is like turn up, you know, workout music, right? So instead of like me trying to do something that I'm not great at, let me just collaborate and find that, wait till the opportunity comes around to do it with someone that already lives in that world. You know what I mean? That's how I would look at it.
That's real good. That's solid, because that's kind of the approach I was thinking. I was talking to my wife about. I was like, you know what? Like on verses, like even on wavy stuff, like on verses, I feel like I'm real solid. On hooks, I just don't feel like I could compete with some of the people who are just more loose with it. So like, and I should. That's not the right word I was going for, but like people that just got a more like swag with it on the hooks. So I've been trying to outsource the hooks on those type of stuff, and like if I can combine like this with like artists that actually specialize in it, maybe that might be the route for me. Yeah, so I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, I mean, and again, just think about like how many of his #1 records did Jay-Z do the hook on?
Not a lot.
You know, not a lot. I mean, he kind of did the hook on H to the Izzo, you know, a little bit, but there's a girl on H to the Izzo. Most of his #1 records and his hit records are either a sample hook or there's somebody else doing the hook. So there's nothing wrong with getting other people to do the hook on your singles. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, great job, bro. I mess with it. Excited to hear more from you in this lane. I Am Rescued. You ready, boss? You ready to go? All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna pin you up here. I got the thumbs up from I Am Rescued. Guys, if you're watching this live, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you are subscribed. And we got some new I Am Rescued for us. Ooh. Oh.
Still can't afford name brands like Adidas. Maybe one day I'll sell out arenas. You know I'll probably pull up in a Prius. I pay my tithe, no, I'm not a cheater. My soul is not for sale. Thank God when I exhale. Head down, stay humble, forget the cloud. That's a whole lot of trouble. I got it. I got it. I got it. I'm in my own space. We made our own lane. I run my own race. You just got one life. There were no replays. This is not EA. It's okay if you dig it.
Yeah.
I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it.
Switch is crazy. Yeah. Come on. This is such a vibe. Yo, this joint is crazy, bro. I got nothing for you, man. Y'all bodied that. I like. This is one of the records where I feel like it was a nice switch up, but it was still you doing what you do best with just your tone and your flow and the way you sounded on this. I think the production by Mofo was fire, bro. You guys killed this joint. I think we got a little bit of a delay. But, yo, great job, bro.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much for the long.
All right, brother. I'm going to let you go, man.
Thank you.
All right, guys. That's I Am Rescued. Make sure y'all go follow I Am Rescued on all platforms. Next up, we got the homie Jay Parker. Let me pin him up here, and we're going to jump right into it. Oh, yeah.
I can tell by how you're talking, you don't wanna be misheard. Strong emotions that you're feeling cause your peace to be disturbed. Tequila numbs the panic, but it causes you to slur. Sure, you're drowning out the noises, but the silence kills your whoop. And it's violent, I've been trying to be free, so let me be. Busy smiling while inside is paranoia that you keep. Secrets hidden, hung up in your closet, why you make believe? Cause you're shining while you're dying, living room a Christmas tree. Yeah. Give me everything you need and all your wants and all your demons. Talk about what you've been seeing, yearning for someone to see it, for someone to believe it. Leaving everything a mess, don't need to stress. Forget to clean it. Give them soup that's for your soul, that's the goal. I'm a kicker on your toes, you'll implode if you don't get the picture. Bringing signals to your mind, I'm a human transmitter. Reconsider how your heart has been misled or you'll be bitter. Whoa. Hey, tell me what you need, yeah. Cause these things ain't really what they seem, yeah. Everything you read, yeah. Everyone ain't what they claim to be, yeah. Tell me what you need. Tell me what you need, yeah. Tell me what you need. Tell me what you need, yeah. Say relationships ain't easy, it ain't easy being real. Conversations tend to complicate the way the hurting feels. Pick your poison, you can die with love or die without a will. Find yourself alone, never truly known enough fulfilled. Yeah, I get it, we're so caught up seeking justice for the self that we never stop to think about how we're hurting someone else. We too busy caught up in the cycle, circling our thumbs. We ignore it, sweep it under what was once a pretty rug. Smoke the air and kill our lungs. Don't want pain, we turn to drugs. Giving everything we have, it's often sad to think what was. Who we were and where we're going. All the things that we don't know and all the moments lost aside as we strive to be noticed. Whoa. Hey, tell me what you need, yeah. Cause these things ain't really what they seem, yeah. Everything you read, yeah. Everyone ain't what they claim to be, yeah. Tell me what you need. Tell me what you need, yeah. Tell me what you need. Tell me what you need, yeah. Hey, tell me what you need, yeah. Cause these things ain't really what they seem, yeah.
Yo, this joint is fire, bro.
Thank you.
Is that you did the raps? I'm assuming Frank is on the hook.
Yes.
Who produced it?
So there's a producer that I got a hold of. His name is Zero Ones. And he made the beat, and I wrote the hook and the verses, and I can't sing, so I enlisted a friend of mine, Frank Bentley, to do the hook. So yeah, it turned out a lot better than if I were singing it.
Yeah, man. No, I messed with it. Only critique would be I would trim it a little bit. 3:23 is kind of long for a song in 2021, so I would trim the song a little bit and just kind of make it a little bit more focused. And I would have tightened up some of the pitch correction with something like Melodyne on the chorus. He's a good singer, but I think it could have been just a tad bit cleaner. So that's really it. Other than that, it's a bop, bro. I mean, I listened through 2 minutes and 45 seconds of it, so I think you did a killer job, Jay.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, man, great job. That's Jay Parker, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all check him out. All right, we got some more submissions for y'all. Hey, if you're watching this live, give this video a thumbs up. Let us know where you're watching this from. I am going in the order that people submitted in on Patreon, okay? So if you submitted later in the night, just know that we're going to get to you later. And let's see, where we at? We got, if I say your name, do me a solid, throw your hand up. We got Noe, Lath LaRue, who's not here. Gregory, Eli, OK Hip Hop.
I'm here.
Okay, who's that?
Noe.
Okay, Noe, I'm gonna pin you up, boss. Hang tight.
Yes, sir.
You keep yourself muted for now. All right, I'm gonna go to Noe. So if I said your name, do me a solid, hit participant and throw your hand up for me.
Hey.
All right, you keep yourself muted, boss, and settle in somewhere where you could be sitting, where you could sit down in a quiet area, please.
You can hear me?
Yeah. If you could settle down somewhere where you're not moving around and there's not a ton of noise, that would be great. All right, I'm jumping into your record right now, Noe.
Yeah. 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 Look.
Last year was a challenge, it did me some damage, I thought it would never end. Look at your boy, well it's the average, but somehow I got me a 10. Started off rocky, but I fixed it ASAP, I can't let the enemy win. Now I'm turning up, cause I really made it this year, I'm just stacking my yen. Yeah, let me just step back. Used to focus on the fame, had to correct that. Took out the E, tried it again, go back and check that. Switched it up, I'm not the same, can't have no setbacks. No, I cannot accept that. Let me just wait. Let me just wait. Yeah, learned a lie, boy, I learned a lie. Didn't know my worth, but bro, I'm worth a lie. Before I ran the race, I had to learn the why. Now I'm spinning, you can cash me down your block. I had to find myself, really just find myself. I used to lie to myself, yeah, I doubted myself. Was really just mad at myself, didn't want anyone's help. I switched the gear, I had to switch the gear. Can't let the odds come near, no room for fear. It's either now or never, I promise you this is our year. Let me just wait. Let me just wait. Let me just.
Yo, good job, bro. Where did you guys produce this? I mean, where'd you guys make this video? I like the video a lot.
Houston. I'm from Houston, Texas.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I didn't recognize any of the landmarks. I've been in Houston a few times. I like it a lot. Okay, so I think it's a solid record. I think the visual is very strong. The only critique I have about this is more about the details, and it's really this style of production feels a bit dated, meaning it feels about a year ago.
Okay.
And so I think the tough part about being independent is you got to be quick if you're gonna catch that wave of that style. You know what I mean? So it's very like the baby-ish from about a year ago. You know what I mean? The production style, not you, but the production style. So I would say try to be intentional about not being current, but being next. And really what I would encourage you to do, Noe, I think you have a dope voice. I think you have a ton of potential. I would figure out a way how you can build your own sound that's unique to your fingerprint as a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's where I would be really trying to level up at, is how can you make something that's so unique to what you're doing that it doesn't sound like anything else out there. And again, I'm not saying you sound like anything else out there or any other rapper. I'm saying you're biting. I'm saying the production choice would have been fire 12 to 18 months ago, but it just feels a little late right now.
Okay. Yeah, I get you.
So who produced it?
Some dude I met on YouTube. His name is Wealthy Boy.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Do you have access to like producers you know in real life?
Yeah, I got some producers that I know in real life.
Do they believe in you?
Yes, sir.
So I would talk to them and say, hey guys, like, let's figure out a way to build our own sound. You know what I'm saying? Let's carve out our own lane and let's start doing some stuff that we haven't done yet that's modern but original to just you guys. And maybe it's a type of filter on the 808 that no one else is using. Maybe it's a type of BPM that people aren't using, right? That would be my advice for you, is like try to chop out something that's unique to you, because you have the technical rapping ability. I just feel like you need the right soundtrack underneath you.
Yeah, I get you.
So good job, man.
Thank you, man. It's like the most solid feedback I have from you, bro. Like I've submitted 2 songs before, and like you always telling me like you gotta find your sound, but like I have submitted in a minute, and it's like the most solid feedback I got from you. So like I'm really thankful, bro. Like I've been listening to you, taking your advice, bro. So really thank you for that, man.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here, and thank you for listening, man. I think you got some cool stuff ahead of you. You know what I mean? So just keep being intentional and deliberate.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
That's Noe, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we got I think we got OK Hip Hop here. Let's see. Gregory Rufus is not here. Eli is not here. OK Hip Hop. Let me go to OK Hip Hop. OK Hip Hop, I need you to turn your camera on. Baptist, I see you're here as well, boss. Let me get through the submissions. Unless you submitted something. I don't think you submitted something. But let me get through all these fire submissions we got. OK Hip Hop, beat submission. Shout out to your pops. Woo! Yeah. Come on. Woo! Bro, this joint is nuts, man. Talk about boom trap at its finest, bro. That joint is fire, bro. I mess with it, man. I love it. Some people are asking if you know what the sample says. I'm guessing you don't. But
no, this was one of those track samples. I tried looking up the lyrics. It's such an obscure sample that it's not listed on Google or anything.
Got you. What language is it in?
Actually, I don't know. Actually, I know it's Indian music, but I don't know exactly which language.
Okay.
It is. I know there's a lot of different.
Very cool, man. I messed with it, bro. That joint is hard.
Yeah, thank you. I was trying to get into like beat tape Spotify playlists with that. I didn't really expect anybody to like rap on that one. So, I'm doing stuff on DistroKid. I'm trying to figure out like how to like expand and monetize all that on Spotify. Like I think I got like $20 in the past like 3 months or something. So I wanted to know if you had any advice on expanding that stream of income.
DistroKid is a longer term play. It's Spotify is a longer term play. It's a submission game. It's a touch the algorithm. It's title songs correctly, figure out ways to cut through and be disruptive in that pocket. So I think you got to think of it more in years and less in short bursts. I would also say shout out to Justin Artis, Storyblocks DM in all producers. I don't know if he's saying what I think he's saying. What a route you could try is to connect with other YouTubers looking for music. You know what I'm saying? And I remember like I've had a couple of songs pop off because Gary Vee used them, in his vlogs, and because I got in good with D-Rock early on, and I was good. I was solid with D-Rock, and we would always like debut songs with them, and it was it was very helpful, man. So I would say try that. Like, are there other YouTubers that your dad is connected to that you've built relationships with that may need production, that you can build custom production for, that you still own and you can still release on Spotify, but if it's used on a vlog, you don't charge them and they do it in exchange for clout, and then you can still put it on Spotify and people can find you that way. So
right, that sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, one viral vlog can change your life, you know what I'm saying, with the right influencer. So I would be looking at it like that.
All right, yeah, that sounds good. Thank you, man.
Hold on real quick. It's weird. I think somebody's setting off fireworks. There was a gunshot. Anyway, okay, hip hop. I messed with it, bro. Justin is saying Storyblocks Media Stock Company, new sounds, especially in hip hop. So are you saying Storyblocks is now looking for sounds? Are they trying to compete against like Artlist and stuff? Am I following you correctly? Justin Artis. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, try that. I would try that. If you already have connection to people in the YouTube space, I think that's a good space to cross promote. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, brother. I'm gonna let you go. That's okay, hip hop. Next up, we got the homie Eli. I'm gonna pin him up here in just a second. Eli, you good, man? You in a nice, quiet location?
Yeah. Hold on, one second. I'm just trying to turn this down.
Okay.
Because we were streaming from two different from my phone, and I'm at my boy's barbershop.
No worries.
Right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
go ahead and
I'm ready though.
Mute yourself. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the record.
Okay.
The song I produced and featured on would like to review both words of mine. So okay, 210. Let me go to 210.
They busy. I know my blessings set aside for me. I know God is with me, I just feel alone. So I call my friends, please pick up the phone. They tell me that they busy and they gotta go. Now I'm feeling iffy cause I'm on my own. Hold on, your words, say I got the most high with me. Christians all around right, but it feel like they don't vibe with me. Claiming that they ears right, but fear to fight, it don't fly with me. I don't wanna hear the hype, just send the sign, you gon' ride with me. Yeah. Sometimes I just need a friend to keep me sober. When I'm feeling weak, man, they lend a shoulder. Feel I'm going off the deep, tell me who gon' show up. Lord, just send me a sign before this life is over.
Hey, the phone goes both ways, so they say, right? Same applies to me, hit me up too, check on me too. You never know what I'm going through if you don't care to ask, right? Maybe I don't want to talk about it yet. At least extend the branch in my direction to pull me up out of my mess.
Demons body slumping left and right. I got your back from side to side. Demons body slumping left and right. I got your back from side to side. Yeah. Don't need no shooters or no goons, just a man of God. So many Christians nowadays tend to blend that line, but I'm here for you. Tell me what you wanna do, I'll be there no matter what I'm going through. Just send a sign. I just feel alone, so I call.
Yo, I like this, Eli. I think you did a great job on the production. I think your verse is cool. The only critique I would really give you guys is just to be a bit more deliberate with how you're using auto-tune and pitch correction so that you're recording with it and it's not an afterthought, and that you're also stacking it with some type of pitch correction to make it not sound as like robotic at times. That's the only parts that just sound a little funky, is like some of the auto-tune and the mixing at parts I think could have been a tad bit cleaner with stuff like automation. But generally speaking, man, I think this is a vibe. I think the record is solid. I think your rapping is cool. The production is probably the strongest part on this, in my opinion. But I think there's a lot of good things you got going on this record. You just attention to detail. Like greatness is made by the details. You know what I mean? So the difference between like a okay song and a great song is like more attention to detail. Everything matters. So that would really be my only my critique on something like this.
Okay. For some reason I'm trying to see you as I'm talking, but I just see myself right now. But can you hear me?
I can hear you. I got you pinned up, so that's why you probably can only see yourself.
Okay. No. Yeah. That's dope. Feedback and everything. I couldn't really hear like the quality from my phone or whatever the case is. But yeah, man, I appreciate.
Did you hear
it,
anything?
Man.
Did you hear anything I said in my feedback?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I think because I've been doing music for a while. As far as like beats and producing and mixing and stuff like that. So I've had like situations, with A&Rs and stuff of that nature. But right now, man, I'm trying to do my thing for Christ. So who you heard on the track, that was me and my boy J Foul.
Dope.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Where are you based out of?
Huh?
Where are you based out of?
Jersey.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah. I'm here in Jersey and stuff like that, man. But we got plenty of tracks. I just wanted to submit this one. It was something that we had worked on a while ago, and then we finally just like recorded it. And I was like, yo, like let's submit, because I appreciate what you do, man. we had a situation where we had submitted to another platform. I'm not gonna say the platform, but it was like, yo, like unprofessional, man. I was like, okay, you know, like, yo, let me check out, you know, you. And I just love what you do, man, here trying to build people and not like tear people down, you know. So like any criticism, bro, like I'm always in the studio, you know, too. And like I said, I do beats, you know, as much as I do rap, you know, too.
Gotcha.
I produce, you know, as well.
Word up.
I hollered at you a few years ago, actually, on like Instagram. You actually have replied. It was like, nah, man, I'm good. I'm saying I do my own beats or whatever. I was like, all right, cool. This was around the time when I was like dealing with like A&Rs and stuff like that. And I was like, yo, let me try to see if I can holler at Ruslan, I'm saying, because he dope, you know. But I was like, okay, so my man doing his own thing, you know. and I just love what you're doing, bro.
Appreciate that,
for
man.
real, man. For real.
Thank you, brother.
You know,
well, I'm glad you're here, man. I'm excited to hear some more stuff from you, brother.
Okay, no problem, man.
All right, man. I'm gonna let you go. Let me bring in the homie Animo Del Rey. His camera's off. Where you at, boss? Animo Del Rey. Do me a solid, turn your camera off real quick.
Yo.
Are you good? You settled in, or are you driving? Because I'm trying to not do anything dangerous while you're driving.
Let's get it.
Are you driving, boss?
No, I'm in the parking lot right now.
Okay, cool. We jump into your record then. Latin reggaeton. Let's get it.
Es oficial, el rey celestial declara que eres sal de la familia real. Vengo con mensaje que te puede salvar. Ahora vengo a sacar las princesas del congal. Vengo con equipo, ya estoy listo con mi espada y mi escudo. Caer a todos los muros, mis santos dale duro. No nos vamos, no nos sacan de tu barrio. Infiltramos y al cruzar el monte ves ya listo estamos. Tierra que embarcamos, promesa que cuidamos desde Sion. No pierdes la cabeza como Thanos en saber que el grande rey de reyes soberano. Quiere cosas buenas para los santos, tiene planes para malos y tenerlos buenos y sanos. Tú ayudarás, hermano, en saber que pudieras como buen samaritano. Ayudarás a un enemigo necesitado, cuanto más te ayudará. El que puede es la fuente. We gon' keep it moving, we be moving straight up vibe is going down. Russian nobody's moving silent sound village where you find me going down.
Dale fuera la tristeza, te llevo dentro de mí. Me das fuerza por mil, nada puede combatir, ni el guante infinity. Mi canción es la fragancia ante tu trono de gracia. Me das vida en abundancia, contigo mi vida cambia. Entro armada y con equipo, no importa la sequía. Yo aquí sigo bendecida, como dicen Jeremías. Plantada me quedaré en las aguas de mi rey. Aunque venga el calor, fruta yo daré.
Yo, bro, I think this is the most interesting thing I've heard from you yet, man. I like the Spanish stuff. I like the production. Your wife's tone on here sounds really cool. You sound good on this. I messed with it, man. I messed with it big time. I think this is definitely the strongest submission I feel like you've had. So keep doing, keep pressing to this lane.
Okay, man. Thank you so much, bro. Really appreciate that, man. Although
you cutting out, bro. Your internet's really bad. Your internet's really bad, man. So I'm gonna let you go, boss. All right, guys. We're gonna take a quick little bathroom break, but don't you fret. I got a little something for you guys to watch as I go.
Kingstream Entertainment. Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan.
One of the things I don't want this YouTube channel is to be about is just me. I want it to be about glorifying God, engaging culture, contextualizing the gospel, empowering you to live God's dream. So I want to highlight 5 of my favorite Christian YouTube channel in no particular order. And by the way, this list may change. Some of these guys I know personally, some of them I haven't had the chance to meet. So in no particular order, here are my 5 favorite Christian YouTube channels. Pastor Mike Winger. Haven't had a chance to collaborate with him, but he crosses over between verse-by-verse Bible teaching and apologetics, and there's even some debates on there. He answers tough questions. I love Pastor Mike Winger's channel. I watch it regularly. It is one of the dopest things on YouTube if you're looking to grow in your faith. Another amazing YouTube channel is from Alan Parr The Beat. Alan Parr has literally created like an encyclopedia of all kinds of different topics, from the literal Sabbath to you name it. He covers it all, and it's really cool. If you have a question, a lot of times when I got a question, I just search in Alan Parr question and it'll come up. He probably has a video on it. Alan Parr is super dope. Almost 600,000 subscribers. Another channel that I am a fan of, and I'm also a friend with this person, is John McCrae's What Do You Mean YouTube channel. This is more based on current events, apologetics, thinking critically through social issues, news, that type of thing. He has a funny personality. It's kind of dry. He's kind of sarcastic at times, and it's short form content. And so if there's something going on in culture, something going on polarizing, he's probably going to cover it, and he's going to do it in way less words than I am. And the last two, last but not least, is the Bible Project. Now, the Bible Project does really cool long form stuff. Like their video on apocalyptic literature is very, very, very dope. It's like an hour-and-a-half podcast, and just cover all the different views of apocalyptic. I refer people to it all the time. And they also have these really cool animated cartoons of all kinds of different topics, and they're very based on the Bible. And I watch them with my son sometimes because the cartoons are pretty fire. And last but not least is one of my friends, somebody you see on my channel, someone that I am personally blessed by. This brother is extremely smart, extremely well-read. He pastors a local church in Phoenix, and that is Trey Van Camp. I watch his channel regularly. I'm encouraged by it. I'm inspired by it. And again, this list may change. Some of these people are my homies, and some of them I don't know. None of this is an endorsement of every single video they've made and every single view they have. But I wanted to point you guys to some other resources so that we aren't on no Ruslan cult of personality vibe, because that is not the energy that I'm on. So those are my top 5 Christian YouTube channels as of right now. If you found that last segment helpful, before we jump back into the stream, I want to tell you about a free resource I put together for you on how I learned to find my voice in the YouTube space and how to find your niche. So that is above in the cards or down below in the description. Sign up for it now, completely free training.
Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan.
All right, guys, we are back. Thank you guys for hanging out. We have another submission from Quava. She doesn't be in a Zoom. Oh, you thought you weren't going to be in a Zoom, but you're here now. Start from the very beginning. All right, let's get it.
Suited and ready for battle. Waiting on word from the captain. Strapped with the word for the action. Not for the weak close caption. Not my battle, just present. He told me to stay in his presence. Study the map, invaded the camp. I'm watching the enemies fading. You want me to see what you see? You're blind, you step in defeat. Jehovah Nissi within me, I just raise up my hands and give him the glory. What you saying? Play with the spirit, get slain. You don't wanna play with his name. But the demons on flames. Come through, break your chains. Make you declare his name. Jesus Christ reigns. Forever and ever. With him it can only get better. The demons are fed up. But we won't let up. We gon' wave up him. God, you know you are the winner. Showing the devil no manners. You ain't never let me down.
Yeah.
That's why you hold the ground. Every knee gon' bow. Wave up him.
Yeah.
God, you know you are the winner. Showing the devil no manners. You ain't never let me down. That's why you hold the ground. Every knee gon' bow. Wave up him. Clock is ticking, you better wise up. Army of God, you better rise up. Earth is groaning cause the pain is growing, and the world is sick, throw the bow up. Call the healer, no dial up. Fake the man to get you fouled up. Lord of hosts sitting on the throne with the holy robe looking powerful. Who you waiting on, who you rep for? Gotta lie, lose what it cost though. Came off the mount with the sun glow. Godness spoke to my soul.
Yo, I really like this record. You did a fantastic job on this. Yeah, your tone, your swag, the production. I think there's a lot of really, really, really good stuff on this. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. So my only small critique would be I feel like the chorus was good, but I felt like it was a bit wordy in that like I didn't walk away with any one line that I could chant along with while I'm listening to the record. So what I would have done is I would have done that line, you ain't never let me down, right? Like that, I would have just repeated that. Where I think you kind of overrode it. You ain't never let me down. That's what you hope to crowd. Like, you ain't never let me down. Yeah, you ain't never let me down. What? Yeah. You ain't never let me down. Like, a lot of times choruses need less. You know what I mean? And just that one line that you want me to walk away with, that big idea that pulls me in and gets stuck in my head. So that would really be my only critique on something like this. And some of the mixing I think could have been a tad bit like cleaner, but it's not like a bad mix. I just wish they would have used a bit more automation on your vocal, little minor things here and there. But all in all, I think it's really dope. I love it.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Great job. Great job. Hey guys, appreciate everybody being here. We got a few more submissions. Gregory Rufus is next. And then after Gregory, we got Christian Turner, Zerkes, PZ616, Flow Up, Emmanuel, Hylam. So if I said your name, do me a solid, throw your hand up. So I'm going to go to Rufus here in just a sec. By the way, guys, we are 28 subscribers away from cracking 72,000. So if you're here, you're new, and you're not subscribed, you're just kind of poking around, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Greg, can you turn your camera on, boss? Your camera is off. I don't know what's going on. Her name is Quava, and Quava Johnson. That is her name, Quava Johnson. Gregory, can you turn your camera on, boss? My man Gregory got me with the camera's broken vibes. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to come back to you. Okay, he's swapping out accounts, apparently. You ain't never let me down. Yeah. You ain't never let me down. What? All right. Let me switch over to this Gregory. There he is. All right. Here we go. Yeah. You good?
Know what you gotta do. Do it now.
Video look crazy.
Something's off with him.
Rage, 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 rage.
Okay, pull it up, Ray. Pull up. I'ma just break. Wait, I want to smoke and I want it like that. I got the Holy Spirit in me.
I know I'm a problem. I'm not cocky, I'm confident, baby. They be all in their feelings, it's crazy. I've been on a red picture lately. I don't care what you think of me, homie. I'm a warrior, keeping the holy.
Yeah.
Was a prodigal son, I was naked. I was sleeping with pigs in a blanket. Now I just gotta rage, rage.
This is hard.
Rage, 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 rage.
Yeah.
I'm confident, baby. They be all in their feelings, it's crazy. I've been on a red picture lately. I don't care what you think of me, homie. I'm a warrior, keeping the holy. Was a prodigal son, I was naked. I was sleeping with pigs in a blanket. Now I just gotta rage, 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 rage,
Yo, Gregory, I love this record, bro. This joint is nuts. I tried to find it on Spotify to add it to our playlist. It's not out, so do me a favor, send me a DM when this joint come out, so I could I could add it on our playlist. It's really good, man. It's there's a lot of really good things about that record.
Appreciate it.
I mess with it. It's a good. is different. It's unique. You got some interesting tonal changes. You got it's like a fun gym record. You know what I'm saying? So there's that element to it, and then there's content in it. It's like a lot of really cool stuff. The visual is cool to it. Like the it's kind of like a lyric video, but not really. Yeah, bro, this great job. Make more.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. That's Gregory Rufus, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm going to go to my brother Baptist. He wanted to just chime in on something real quick, and then we're going to keep the submissions moving. Baptist, you are live. You got a new camera, boss? You look at all clean and sharp and lathered up. What's up, man?
No, man. It might just be because I have better lighting.
Hello.
I'm home with the family from the military. That might be what it is. So.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, like I said, I hate to interrupt the flow that you got going for your system here, Ruslan, but it's just that this is the kind of thing I was talking about, I think maybe a month and a half, some odd change ago, in which you had Nick. Was that his name?
Nick D.
On the Yes,
sir.
In which you were asking about, what kind of methodology or what sort of thing do you think the church can do to benefit or to become better in influencing the culture? And of course, I mentioned to you, this kind of stuff that I've been hearing all night is really nice indeed. So this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. They have to understand how music works. So
I appreciate you saying that, Baptist. I think one of my frustrations with the church, with just about any camp, is the lack of engagement of artists and creatives outside of a Sunday morning context, and leveraging platforms to further infiltrate culture. The only person I've really seen do this, Baptist, and I don't know how far you go back with some of the Reformed community, is I remember John Piper sponsored Lecrae's Rebel tour, and he had the Don't Waste Your Life. Yeah, and I think John Piper paid for the bus of that first tour. And then in exchange, they had books, promotional books or something like that. And I've never really seen pastoral heads, people in ministry, leverage their personal audiences and their brands or their resources to help propel culture and art forward. And it's interesting that John Piper was one of the few that did that. I think Mike Todd does that a little bit with Paris Chariz. I don't really see that as often, and it's kind of disappointing because, as we know, a lot of culture is fueled by art and music, and I would hope that this can, God willing, be the spark for something that can turn into something bigger, as I'm just leveraging my own audience to help bring attention to other Christian creatives who do great art and great music for God, and a wide spectrum and all kinds of different methodologies, man. So I never understood that about the church. I don't know if I shared this with you, Baptist, but when I was 17, I got saved, and a few months after getting saved, I threw myself into ministry, and I started this ministry called The Vessel of Hip Hop, and we would have an open mic, and then we would have free food, and we'd preach the gospel and have Bible study. And then we freestyle afterwards. It was a 2-hour service. And within a few weeks, we grew to 75, 80 people every Thursday night. And then when we were at a mega church out here in Oceanside, and when the lead pastor found out about it, he instantly had it shut down without giving us any notice to wrap it up, and more or less said that ministry did not match the vision of their church. And instead of, putting resource behind it or getting a pastor to be a part of it or whatever. And we were just coming out. I was working at Pizza Hut at the time, so I was coming out of pocket and, had the discount at Pizza Hut at 50%, coming out of pocket every week, dropping $30-40 on pizza, making sure everybody was fed, and just doing that. And it wasn't just Christian folks. It was a lot of non-Christian folks. There's a lot of folks who were showing up smelling like weed and showing up with girls that I knew they were sleeping with, but they were hearing the gospel. And some people got saved and are still walking with Jesus from that ministry today. And so it's interesting how I've just never seen a church embrace that. And I don't know what that looks like. I don't know how that could play out, but I think it'd be dope to see more of that, because I think the church, unfortunately, when I say church, I just mean capital C church, but I would say in most local church contexts, it seems like arts and media doesn't really go beyond the Sunday morning experience and the worship experience. So if you're a creative person, you could lead worship, or if you have enough charisma, maybe you could be a preacher someday, and that's it, you know? And so it's unfortunate, man. So I don't know. I've always seen the value of open mics. I've always seen the value of folks coming together. Yeah, thank you, Nehemiah Wilson. City Takers in Atlanta definitely does. Crossover in Tampa definitely does. I just mean by and large. I don't really see it. And I also mean specifically like influential people in culture who are Christians and known for being Christians. So by that I mean someone like Judah Smith. I'll just say name Judah Smith. Like Judah Smith, massive audience, hanging out with Justin Bieber. We don't really see Judah Smith promoting art in media and music, right? It's just about Judah Smith on his platform. No disrespect to Judah Smith. I got no problem with Judah Smith. I've met Judah Smith. Cool dude. But you would think that someone of that stature would want to highlight other people who are emerging and doing great art. Stephen Furtick, right? Like you see Stephen Furtick promoting his worship guy, and that's about it. You don't see him promoting all the other creative artists and rappers that I'm sure attend his church. So I just never understood that disconnect. And I innately.
Let me
go ahead. I'm sorry. You can chime in.
Let me go ahead and play fundamentalist advocate for a second.
Go for it.
Fundamentalist advocate for a second. So the fear that has arisen when it came down to Christian folks being involved in the arts, media, etc., was that a lot of worldly philosophy will begin to influence how the Christians present their particular media art form to the world. Okay, sweetie, that was my niece. Sorry, but my like 4 or 5-year-old niece. But what's it called? So they essentially had a fear that the very philosophy of the world, the anti-God sort of philosophy, would infiltrate their music, the fields, the dances, whatever the case may be, and end up causing the church to look just like the world. That's essentially the fear. Now, of course, when I see channels like yours, Ruslan, and others, I do see that there is sort of a bit of a pushback on that and saying we're able to maintain the fundamental aspects and elements of Christian faith while pushing back with very creative and very interesting and ear-tickling art forms, but maintaining faithfulness to the substance. So, yeah, and that's one of the things I truly admire about your channel and other people who share similar channels to yours. So I definitely got to commend you on that. But with that, let me not interrupt any more of what you have going on here, Ruslan. I'll definitely remain in touch with you, man.
Appreciate it, Baptist. Congrats on the new lighting, man. Looks great.
God bless y'all.
We got to get you on YouTube, Baptist.
I'm sorry. That actually reminds me that I did have this question earlier.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm glad you reminded me of it. I did consider on and off over and over again about becoming a YouTuber myself. I was wondering maybe you can give me some understanding, some solid advice as to how I can begin.
Well, this was not a prep to tie into this, but I'm doing the pre-order for the course for our Patreon community. And so I would encourage you, there's the free training of like finding your niche, your intersectional niche of what you could talk about that I have in the link of this. And I would just start there, like go through that. I think someone like you, Baptist, already has a lot to say. You can communicate well, meaning you have a natural ability to speak. You have a cool voice. You're not, you're not hard to look at. You're a good looking guy. And so I think you already have a lot of things going for you. And so I would say, figure out kind of what you want to talk about generally. And so that I work through this like little free workshop thing in the description of this video where I go through like, what are the things you're passionate about? What are the things you're good at? And what can you talk about in the context of a niche? And then it would be a question of, can you make some investments into your setup and into building out something that looks good? And then I have a whole course that's about to come out walking people through this, because much like Mike Winger, much like Alan Parr, we want to see more Christians flood the space of YouTube. And not just flood it, but use it well, regardless on what persuasion you're coming from theologically or whatever. I think the more Christian stuff is out there, the better. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, man. So I would just start with that free training. And then if you want to hop in, and by the way, today is the last, this is so not planned as like a sales pitch, because we're still in the middle of like finishing the course, but there's a soft launch happening that is only available to our Patreon. And today is the last day to get it at 50% off if you're a Patreon. And it's walking people through how I grew my channel by 54,000 subscribers in a year. I was at 15,000 subscribers this time last year. And so there's a mass creation system that I think someone like you, Baptist, can really thrive in. You know what I mean? And if you pay attention to what I do, it's fairly self-explanatory. I go live, I chop up videos, I don't edit video, I tie in current events. You know what I mean? So where I would start is check out the free training, and then if you want to pull the trigger and make the investment in the paid one, it's 50% off today, and that walks you through the entire process. How to title your videos, how to touch the algorithm, how to set up your YouTube stuff, how to build a studio, literally start to bottom. And so, yeah, so I think someone like, and you don't, by the way, you don't have to do the course. You can figure this stuff out on your own. It's just a linear way that we've put it together to help other people. And so, yeah, man, so I think it's a combination of knowing what you want to talk about, what you're naturally comfortable talking about, and are you able to pull the trigger and make an investment into a setup that you can just set up one time, leave it alone, and then go live, or just record yourself and release relevant, engaging content.
And this is on your Patreon?
Yeah. If you go to Patreon right now, here, I'll drop the link in here just so you don't miss it, because there are a lot of posts in Patreon. Here, I'll post it right inside the. I'll post it inside the YouTube chat, and I'll post it inside of here, and I'll DM it to you on the Zoom call. Yeah, like, so guys like Trutha has been using the system, Jason Mayfield. Trutha, I think, has been applying it and doing really well with it. Pastor Roy, they all kind of tweak it and make it their own, but more or less my trainer's using it. It's just a content creation strategy of how to make a ton of content. And so check it out and see if it's something that you'd want to do. Start with the free training though. Start with the free training and then see if this is something that makes sense to you. But yeah, man, I think the space is extremely fertile, and I think someone as eloquent as yourself with a lot to say, I think for you it would be more so figuring out what you want to talk about and figuring out how you can retain attention and title your videos so that they're interesting and you could pull people in to what you want to talk about. But yeah, man, I think the space is very fertile. I think Mike Winger just cracked 240,000 subscribers. Alan Parr's at 600,000 subscribers. All of these guys are doing really well on every measurable spectrum, reaching people, a ton of millions of people for Jesus, making money that they wouldn't see out in the marketplace or out in a local ministry context. And it's incredible, man. It's a really cool time.
Okay. And with that, I do appreciate it, Ruslan. I'm going to have to bid you all good night.
All right, brother. Appreciate you. Shout out to Truth. He says Sean Cannell inspired me with his early videos. Yeah, Sean Cannell is awesome, man. I love Sean. Sean is probably the first person that really not just believed in me in terms of YouTube, but told me that I can do it. Was like, bro, you can do it. You can be successful. And that was really crucial for me. So anyway, Christian Turner dropped us a SoundCloud link. There it is. Appreciate you, Christian. Thank you for being here, boss. I'm gonna pin you up. You good? Okay, you're holding your headphones like there's something
yes,
wrong.
Sir.
Oh, there we go.
We
okay, cool.
My fault.
Now you good. You good. I'm gonna jump into your record right now. All right, here we go. Man. Jason Mayfield, what's up, man? Yeah, Jason Mayfield knows the entire system, been using the system, and still bought the course. So shout out, and he would have gotten the course for free because he did a testimonial for it. So shout out to Jason Mayfield, man. His stream about Nas X was actually really good.
I'm in need of a savior. I'm in need of the Holy One. I'm in need of a savior. I'm in need of the Holy One. I'm in need of a savior. I'm in need of a savior. I've been broken, I've been beat. I've been living selfishly. Who are you? I come to you on my knee. Oh my Father, you set me free. Oh. Now that I'm made in His image, He took my flesh and He flipped it. Now when I sit back reminiscing, see everything that I've been missing. When I didn't feel Your presence, it's 'cause I've been tested.
Yo, Christian, thank you so much for submitting this. So it sounds like you're new to music, right? You
yes, sir. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So here's what I would say. I think what you're writing is cool. The content is cool. The melodies are decent. I would say if you're gonna do music, jump in and understand the technology side of what you're doing. So there's not infinite numbers, but thousands, if not tens of thousands of tutorials on YouTube on how to use autotune, how do you stack autotune with a vocoder, how to get autotune to play in your headphones while you're recording your vocals so you could hear how it affects your voice, how to layer it with a vocoder. I would say, hey, approach it from that standpoint and understand the way the software works and really immerse yourself in the tech side. And I think that'll actually be the move to help you make more music faster and make better music, is by understanding the technology side. This sounds cool, but it just really sounds like you just kind of threw something at the wall and you're not quite sure about it. Well, you have to be deliberate and intentional about what you're doing in terms of using something like autotune, just like with anything. So I would say immerse yourself in YouTube and really go deep on some tutorials to understand like how are the engineers who are doing this cutting edge autotune stuff using it in 2021, not in 5 years ago, like right now, how's it being used, right? Because it's different, changes, the sound evolves. So that would be my advice to you, man, is like immerse yourself in the technology side and you'll be blown away by how much you can learn. You could even buy like presets of different auto-tune vocal chains and then customize them to your voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely. I don't really plan on using auto-tune like that heavy, you know?
Okay.
I'm still, yeah, exactly what you're saying. I'm still just trying to learn the whole process of it. I just got like the new Andreas or whatever auto-tune.
Yeah.
So I'm still, that was like the first song I made with it.
Dope. What are you, what DAW are you on? What DAW are you on? What are you recording into?
The FL Studio.
Got it. Okay. Word. Yeah. If you don't want to use auto-tune, check out Melodyne.
I just bought that too.
Dope.
Yeah, I haven't had time to play with that yet though.
Okay. I want you to explore that. If you already have it, that may be a more natural sound if you don't want to go the super drippy auto-tune route.
All right, bet. No, for sure.
Word up, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. For real.
All right, guys. That's Christian Turner. We have a few more submissions. I might be able to meet my 7:30 cutoff, ladies and gentlemen, which is be fantastic so that I could do bedtime. And my wife is trying to get this baby to come tomorrow. So how cool would that be? I was hoping for a Good Friday, but you know, yeah. All right, so we got the homie Xerxes. Xerxes, is that how you say it, bro? I kill your name every Friday. I'm terrible.
Yeah, Xerxes.
Xerxes, I got it right. My first week getting it right. All right, here we go. Thoughts on how the final should sound like.
Nothing less for sure. Gorgeous soul, you'll be for more. I've tasted more, but less impress my soul. And I'm sure I'm blessed in spirit. I wish for more, and I hope you go. I pray, I'm sure you know. For all, yeah. But it's just a reason I'm the most. Betrayal goes up, you be saying so. It's my goal.
Xerxes, talk to me through what is going on from an audio standpoint, because the visual on this is nuts, just like your other visual, but I don't understand what I'm listening to. Is this like a voice note on your phone, or like what is happening? Because I know it's not final. I understand that it's not final, but what is happening from an audio standpoint?
So that was like it's something I mumbled and kind of re-recorded, but it's not like I haven't actually like recorded the final. It's something I did recently just to submit something tonight. So like even the video, I recorded that today and edited today.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. I've never seen somebody do a mumble reference track, shoot a video to it, and then come back and like that's really cool. So
yeah,
kudos
I
to you.
usually work backwards. So like
Really?
I sometimes use my reference track for the video and then change it to the final later.
Wow. And where are you based out of?
Columbia, Missouri.
You're in Colombia.
Yeah.
What's your accent?
I'm from Tanzania, East Africa.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're shooting all these videos yourself and editing them yourself?
Yes, sir.
Way cool. So what I'm trying to what should the like what am I critiquing? Am I trying to give you ideas for words or like what do we yeah, I've never critiqued something this demo laid out. So this is a cool process you got.
Yeah, so like are there any sounds that are like this like too loud or shouldn't be there?
The beat is fire. Did you do the beat or is this just like a YouTube beat?
No, it's a YouTube beat and the producer, his name is in the video.
Yeah, I think the cadences are fine. Like I like the cadences.
Okay.
I would definitely say like figure out a way to get those vocals cleaner. Like if I'm you, I'm really working on getting really clean delivery on stuff where your voice is super clear and punching a whole lot every couple bars.
Okay.
And making the mix sound good. So like even as a reference on this, like I'm not a fan of like the reverb and how underwater it sounds. You know what I'm saying? So I would say I would say like get the mix right first so that the headphone and the vibe of the mix is clean. Create a template for yourself so that while you're doing these demos, that the mumble track sounds clean. I'll give you a really practical example. Okay, and this is not a flex. Oh man, we're having issues with the Wi-Fi again. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Hopefully it's not terrible. Yeah. All right. So I'll give you a quick example. I heard a rough version of Ultra Light Beam by Kanye and Chance the Rapper and Justin Bieber. On the version that I heard, Chance's verse was half mumbled, but the reference verse still sounded incredible. Like it still sounded clean. The mix was good, right? Because you're trying to create a vibe while you're creating. So what I want you to do is create a mixing template for yourself where everything is ready to go and sounds good out the gate, and is clean and clear, and you could punch and work in that way. The same way you're shooting these videos and they look good, make your process cleaner and refined and halfway mixed. That would be my advice to you. And I think if you do that, it'll actually be faster for you to finish your songs.
All right.
Word up, man. Appreciate you. All right, guys. We got, I think Flow Up is next. Flow Up, if you could turn your camera on for me. Your camera's on. I see you, boss. Give me 1 sec. Verse begins at 2:20. Okay. Word up. Yeah, guys. Sorry, we're having issues with the Wi-Fi again. It's been crazy in this area. So if you're seeing breakout, my apologies in advance. Cannot wait to hear this. All right, here we go.
Water in the pot, bro. I done sauced up. Priesthood now, homie, I done bossed up. My shit said choose life in a toss up. Catching blessings over curses, Satan getting mossed up. My life is like a movie, give them credit for it's over. I hope you get the picture, we ain't do this for exposure. This the final act, and my Lord is a closer. Pray for the salt, so we know it's all kosher. You get the watches, homie, get with the times. And we behind enemy lines, we ain't getting surprised. Man, we got our mission defined, we wage war, and only winners getting the prize. So Satan, get behind me, I keep that perfect peace inside me. Like an ivy, love the truth wrapped around me. He surprised me, and my high reason, choose cause ice.
They don't put me last on the roster. When we talked last time I lost you, it don't matter how tall they are, you gon' see a Titan fall tomorrow.
Yo, Flow Up, who's that singing? I like whoever's singing right there.
Yo, that's my homie Dr. Baraka.
Dr. Baraka is fire, bro. I like your voice on here. I like the tone. I'm assuming this isn't done, but it gets really wonky mixing wise at 257. All of that with the vocal layering, that got to get cleaned up, man. It sounds bad right there. With the he's literally out of tune and out of pitch, like he's pitchy there. The effects that's on him, it's a lot of clashing happening right there. So I would seriously clean that up, and then just mix your vocal, and that would be the main feedback. But your tone on here is fire. Like your tone, your delivery, all that stuff is solid.
Appreciate that, man. That's really good. Thank you.
Appreciate you, brother. That's Flow Up, ladies and gentlemen. We got Hylam next. I'm gonna pin him up, and then we got Emmanuel, and then we are out of here.
What's up?
What up, dude?
Yo, so last week.
Okay. Okay.
Out of luck, tryna hit my line, I'm like, what's up?
Hey.
Tryna reach the sky, cause I've been up.
Hey, yeah.
Even when they hate, I still show love, yeah. Hey, I still show love, hey, yeah. I've been running, so I'm tryna find my way out. I've been running, so I'm tryna find my way now. Yeah, anything I'm doing, I know God is gonna use it. If you really wanna try to find the safe house. Life is hard, so I'm tryna get away now. Got away, and now I'm chilling by the bay now. With God, I know everything's okay now. There ain't really nothing you can say now, yeah. I love you, you love me. Dance to the beat like 1, 2, 3. Everybody get up on their feet. Everybody sing the melody. I love you, you love me. Dance to the beat like 1, 2, 3. Everybody get up on their feet. Everybody sing the melody. I've been trying to find a way that I can say this. I don't care about the lights and being famous. I don't care if I make your favorite playlist. I just care about the souls you be saving. I've been trying to find a way that I can say this.
Hylam, I like this, man. I like you being willing to try different things and jump in your bag and use different textures and sounds and all that. I think it's super cool. One thing I would encourage you to do is as a approach to get your singing better is try to sing with some auto tune and pitch correction in your headphones. It'll help you hit the notes cleaner. And then also I would also encourage you to invest into something like Melodyne so that you can pitch correct your vocals after you lay them down. What are you recording into? What software are you into?
So I was recording into a software called BandLab.
Oh, that's right. You told me that. Go ahead.
That broke. And I literally am having to learn FL Studio as I'm making songs now.
Cool. Yeah. Are you on a Mac or a PC?
I'm on a Surface Pro 4, which is not a good computer to make music.
Okay. So, I don't know if you got a birthday coming up or something coming up, but the Mac Mini M1s are extremely revolutionary for creative stuff, and they're fairly inexpensive. I think the entry one, the entry level one, which is what I'm live streaming off of. This live stream is coming off of one computer. I think is $700. And so maybe that's something you can talk to your parents about. Start saving some money. Start, I don't know, mowing some lawns. Because I think if you can upgrade your software and your equipment, you'll see a huge quality jump. And just on a less glitchy machine and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you're 15, right? You're a sophomore in high school.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So that would be my advice, man, is like, and I think it'll be good for you just from a character standpoint, just to like take some ownership and to figure out some ways to make some extra money and start investing into your craft. You know, if this is what you want to do long term, then, you know, you figuring out how to scrape together $1,500 isn't impossible. You know, to buy a nicer mic and buy a nicer interface, or $2,000. I know that sounds probably like a crazy amount of money, but you'd be surprised what you could do when you put your mind to it.
All right. By the way, I talked to my youth pastor to get me to start doing some smaller stuff, and I did start cleaning up the sanctuary.
Let's go! I like that, bro. That's awesome, man. How did you enjoy doing that?
I mean, I grew up in church my whole life, so I did that every now and then, but it was kind of, you know, I was having fun whenever he pulled me. So, you know.
Good.
It was, like I said, humbling.
Humility precedes honor. Humility precedes honor. So that's awesome, man. I appreciate you, Hylam. Keep making dope stuff, man. And I think if I'm you, I'm thinking and I'm plotting and I'm praying on how you can upgrade your software. And I think if you can do that on your own dime, you will take the software and the program and the new setup that much more seriously. So whether that's flipping sneakers, mowing lawns, buying stuff at the 99-cent store and selling it on eBay, figuring out that, and that is also a transferable skill to you learning how to eventually market and sell your own music.
All right.
So good job, Hylam. All right, guys, we got the homie Emmanuel, and then we are out of here. Oh, we on the new Drippy studio with the new light and the new... Okay, I see you, boss. Let's go.
Oh, understand that now you get. That's how I gon' deal with it. Understand what we doing, we get it with the Father, talking Jesus, we understand that name and to die for you. Yeah, that name, yeah, he died for you.
Yeah,
I'ma stick to that name like he died for me.
Yeah,
I be knowing how to do it with the love with it. I be seeing with my Father cause he love it.
Yeah,
I can play with that, know the devil think that he can't do what he wanna do, but my Father control what he do. Read it how you do. Read it how you do. Want it how you do. Want it how you do. See, we get it every day you need. The Father says stick to his side, have some faith in your life, it's every day. Get it with that honey, yeah. Do it for my Father, yeah. Jesus died for you, yeah. Understand that name, yeah. I get it, do it for that name, yeah. Holy week, get it how you say, yeah, Don't worry about nothing. My Father got you. He's such a good Father, promise that to you. I'ma show you that every day that I do.
Emmanuel, I like this beat a lot. I like this switch up towards the end. That I think is really cool and creative. I love your new setup and your new camera, bro. You look like you YouTube ready, my G. So kudos to you. I'm not a big fan of the melody on the hook. I think it's okay, but it's definitely not your strongest stuff. And I feel like the last couple weeks you really came with some really strong melodies. And I would encourage you to go back and finish those from a structure standpoint and an arrangement standpoint. And make sure you're finishing stuff and getting it release ready and not just moving on to the next idea. Because sometimes when we create too much and don't complete stuff and refine stuff, it can kind of start to feel stale. You know what I'm saying? And it feels like you're saying the same thing over and over again. And so something like this, I think it's cool, but this isn't like your strongest work. From a production standpoint, this is really fly and that switch is really fly. But I feel like I've heard this chorus from you already a bunch of times. Whereas like I'd say your last two submissions before this really felt like you were onto something special, but they just needed to be finished. They needed you to go back in and spend another session on them, if that makes sense.
It makes all sense. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're a little crackly, if I'm gonna be honest.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, it's still crackly. I don't know if it's the internet or your microphone or what's happening, but you look good. You look amazing. Yeah, man. What are you using for light? Yeah, it's better. What are you using for your light?
Is it better?
No, it's not.
Oh, shit. Yo.
Yeah, no, it's really bad, bro.
Alright, but hey, can you? So, do you know any like websites to submit music to?
Any what?
Websites to submit music to.
Just Rapzilla.
Just Rapzilla.
That's the main one, but I wouldn't even worry about submitting music to websites. I think that's a lost art.
No, I'm just trying to make sure, more traffic, whatnot.
Yeah, I would look at collaborating with influencers, emerging Christian YouTubers that got under 10,000 subscribers and getting them to play your music on their YouTube channel. or TikTokers or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, cool.
So,
I got you.
All right, brother. I'm gonna let you go, man.
All right.
That's Emmanuel, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, check this out. We are 14 subscribers. 14 subscribers from 72,000, which is crazy because I feel like I just cracked 70,000. So if you are new here, hit that subscribe button for your guy. It costs you nothing, and it really does mean the world to me when you guys subscribe to the channel. So if you could do that, that would be incredible. Let's see if we can crack 72,000 before I leave here. That would be incredible. Hey, if you are, yeah, we're at 71,986. So 14 more subs gets us to, yeah, 14 gets us to, so there's 79 of you guys. If there's 14 people here that aren't subscribed, you guys can push us over the threshold to get 72,000. If you are a Patreon, we have the course available for pre-order. Today is the last day to get the course for pre-order at 50% of what it's going to be when it officially drops. So I'm going to drop that link inside of here so you guys don't miss it. And if you want to become a Patreon, if you aren't, you should. It's a great way to partner with the channel. But I'm going to pin it up here, and you guys should do that. Let's see, how many are we at? We are at, okay, 12 more, ladies and gentlemen. 75K before the baby gets here. I don't think it's going to happen. Natalie, I was hoping to get to 100,000 before the baby got here, but I don't think that's going to, unless something, you know, something crazy, Drake like shares one of my videos or something like that. I don't think we're going to get to 75,000 before the baby's here. But, guys, tomorrow, well, there's already part 1 of this video dropped. Let me show it to you guys. It is with Stephanie from Wine and Chill. She is an entertainment attorney who does like contract reviews. She works in tech. She was an entertainment attorney and she works in tech. And so if you guys aren't familiar, I had a video come out with her today about the music industry, and it was really cool. And then there's one coming out about the Dave Ramsey lawsuit, one coming out about the Nas X lawsuit, and one coming out about the Chance the Rapper, Pat the Manager lawsuit. So on my channel, this is the video that came out today, Goofy Record Deals Avoid Major Labels. And then tomorrow we got the lawyer on Dave Ramsey over Chris Hogan, Dave Ramsey lawsuit over Chris Hogan. So yeah, check those out, set your reminders on those. Again, if you're new here, do hit that subscribe button. That Drake, Paul, Russell, April Fools. Hey, man. Hey, listen, we not acknowledging that as fact just yet because of some other stuff that's happening behind the scenes. But you are, Tiano, you are shrewd. Hey, has some computer problems. We'll need to catch up a bit. Yes, for sure, Michael. Yeah, hit that subscribe button, guys. I will be back tomorrow unless the baby is here. If the baby is not here, I have a ton of videos kind of pre-planned and pre-scheduled, so I'm ecstatic about that. And I'm also going to be experimenting with Ecamm Live because I use OBS and I've been having some issues with OBS, some audio sync issues, so on and so forth. So we're going to be trying Ecamm Live. We got it installed, and yeah, so I'm stoked on that. And we're going to be dropping some more YouTube shorts and TikTok shorts. No submissions left. No submissions left, and I got to get out of here because it's past 7:30. That is my cutoff. So what I'm doing now is I'm just doing folks who are inside of that are at the Zoom call. You know what I mean? So if you can't make it to the Zoom call and it's not enough of a priority to you, we can get you next time. You feel me? Again, guys, hey, do me a solid. If you're new here, hit that subscribe. Just check and see if you're subscribed. You may not be subscribed. Who knows? 52% of you got, yo, we need 11 more subscribers to crack 72,000. Joanna said stream with Mike Winger was amazing. Joanna, you are amazing. Mike Winger is amazing. I walked away from that thinking, how can I get my interview quality up? Because I thought it was so good, yet I was disappointed by how it looked. And so I got paid for the pro version of Ecamm Live and was troubleshooting it with Zach and going to be kind of finagling my setup a bit more. So yeah, feel the Holy Spirit loving here, bro. Love you. Thank you, Ridge. Appreciate you, brother. Ecamm Live will also let me do stuff like grab your comment and pin it up and show it to everybody on the screen. So that would be dope. was GOAT tier. Yes. I didn't think Mike Winger would co-sign my tattoos. I did not think that would happen, Truther. I was blown away that he co-signed my tattoos. I was like, holy smokes, this brother co-signed your guy's tats. That was wild. And so yeah, when's the next collab with Mike? I gotta get my quality up. I feel like I think what could be valuable, whether on whoever's channel, is like getting Ecamm can do interviews. Yes. Okay. So Truther, the thing is, and hopefully we're not having issues with the internet. Okay. The thing is, right now I run my upstream through my Mac Mini that controls OBS. This computer is my my other Mac Mini, right? And so this is input 4. To do Ecamm, I would need to do separate inputs, if that makes sense. So I would literally need to have both my interviews all on one computer, and I'm not sure if the 8 gig entry level version could handle that on the Mac Mini. So that's why I spread the workload apart. But Ecamm is mad clean, and the interview quality is money, and it can pretty much do everything OBS can do with the. No audio. Okay, so I was saying this feature OBS cannot do. I don't know why there's no audio in that. That's goofy. Yeah, sorry about that. But did you guys see the feature? So that the Zoom thing, Ecamm cannot do. But I don't really even use it like that. You know what I mean? If I'm honest with you. Audio. Yes, I know. Audio gone. Audio gone. I'm gonna lend you my Zoom somehow, bro. Lend you my Zoom? What do you mean your Zoom? No audio. Thank you for being filled with the Holy Spirit. Thank you, Nicole. Got a universe. Oh, okay. You're good now. That's an intense Zoom. Yeah. So, your Zoom does HD. Okay. Got you. Got you. Yeah. So, have you been using the Zoom HD? I've always wondered how that looks in terms of the quality of it, because I'm never sure. But anyway, so I think I'm gonna go to Ecamm. We'll see. I reached out to Zoom about getting the HD version. When does the first course drop for the YouTube app? Michael, Zach was working on it today. He said tonight. I don't think it's going to get done tonight because it's Easter weekend. So God willing, on Monday is when it should drop. Everything is shot, and he's just tweaking the editing on some of it. So I would think on Monday. All right, guys. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out. Again, if you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We are at, let's see if we got anywhere near the goal for the day. Nope, 11 away. I'm sure by the time I go to bed, we'll be at 72,000 subscribers, which would be crazy. And then hit that milestone of 100,000. Yes, it's beautiful. Maybe I can set up a meeting for you, make you host, and you can experiment with it. Is it really that clean? Because I reached out to Zoom. I haven't heard back from them. But yeah, I'll tap in. I don't mind. Okay, guys. Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate everybody rocking. Here is a outro video talking about the free training, which is in the description for what we're working on, the course. Okay, the course is available only tonight. Tonight is the last night to get the course for the 50% off pre-order price, and it's going to keep increasing incrementally. We've jam-packed the very most amount of value we could possibly put into this course, and I'm beyond excited to walk you guys through how I grew my channel by over 50,000 subscribers in a year. And so anyway, here's that outro. Appreciate it. Hey, thank you so much for making it through the end of this video. If you enjoyed it and maybe you're feeling inspired to jump into some YouTube creator content, maybe you're an expert in the field, I have a super dope course coming very soon. No, it's not a $5,000 or $1,000 mastermind course. It's going to be extremely affordable. So that's on the way, but we want to give you guys a free training and PDF that's available right now. So be sure to opt into that in the description below or in the cards. Joshua the King came down and bore it all. Yeah, conversations front of the fireplace. All of my mistakes, how do I erase?
wanna operate at a higher pace. Birth pains causing the body to dilate. On a first name basis with the worst pain facing. Moments in isolation. See, I was hoping I would do this to get more family time. A busy mind and worried heart, is this not where I reside? I subscribed that all that traveling wasn't doing well for my soul. Glad I never made it when my name went through the rumor mill. I suppose that the Lord knows I'd have failed. Instead I'm doing well at home, out my shell. Good book off the shelf, more dubs off the L's. I told Ray they ain't just gon' know us, they gon' know us well. Happy to have failed my way to success. With my family by my side, Lord knows what's next. Yahshua the King came down and bore it all. I know a few things, never claimed to know it all. But I know what's off, never noticed y'all. Hit a protocol, need an overhaul. Need an overhaul, I need an overhaul. Need an overhaul, we need an overhaul. Yahshua the King came down and bore it all. Conversations front of the fireplace. I know a few things, never claimed to know it all. Conversations front of the fireplace. Yahshua the King came down and bore it all. Conversations front of the fireplace. I know a few things, never claimed to know it all. Conversations front of the fireplace. All that drama and hysteria should die down. If there's nothing nice to say, then baby, pipe down. Life is too short to try and pay the price now. I was walking on water and then I wiped out. So this is for the restoration of every family member that's estranged. I know you're facing the same asymptomatic patient, different virus. Hard to tell somebody they sick when they only deny it. And you confide in something personal, but they think you lying. With friends like these who need enemies, I wish I was lying. Nevertheless, I wanna be more and you less trying. Until the Lord comes back and takes his people back to Zion. Yeah. Yahshua the King came down and bore it all. I know a few things, never claimed to know it all. But I know what's off, never noticed y'all. Hit a protocol, need an overhaul. Need an overhaul, I need an overhaul. Need an overhaul, we need an overhaul. Yahshua the King came down and bore it all. Conversations front of the fireplace. I know a few things, never claimed to know it all. Conversations front of the fireplace. Yahshua the King came down and bore it all. Conversations front of the fireplace. I know a few things, never claimed to know it all. Conversations front of the fireplace. Yahshua the King.